And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with you. Joining me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Our buddy David Aldridge is on the sideline getting stories.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So, here is a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
Well, first of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
I love that assessment, but I do think you're his peer.
Not in any way.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Here's Morant, following the bucket by the Spurs. The kick out to Bane. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Barnes outside. Fast break Memphis. The putback.
Yeah, just a fantastic job to stay with the play and just not give up. Excellent effort on the offensive backboard.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. Now, he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yes, that goes in.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
Here's Sohan. No good with the triple. Right side, Williams. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Sohan. Back to Paul. To the wing on the left. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Into the lineup for the Spurs, number 0, Keldon Johnson.
Here's Bane. He's got 7. And it's Morant missing.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
And the dunk by Sohan.
And just beating the open man. Nice recognition there from Vassell.
Morant outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got 5.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Wembanyama right side. Paul for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Didn't take long for Paul to square his body up on that catch and shoot. So skilled.
Back to Bane. A 3-ball. Rebound by Johnson. San Antonio trailing here. After back-to-back 50-win seasons, Dan, last season was frustrating for the Memphis Grizzlies in almost every way.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. They went 27-55. Due to suspension and injuries, they only got 9 games from their star, Ja Morant. But they still have a lot of young talent and still a team that can be very competitive in the future.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Clark with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. On the wing, Bane. He's got 7. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Pass to Collins. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. In the corner, it's Bane. No good again that time.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss. Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
There's the steal. Up the floor. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Spurs?
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitate.
You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Bane looking around. Here's Edey. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Here's Branham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the killer two-handed slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team. Look now for San Antonio. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Morant with it. He has 5. There's Jackson with the 3. San Antonio leading by 6. Pass to Bassie. Over in the corner, Barnes. Nice ball movement by San Antonio.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Pass to Paul. The kick out to Barnes. Al Paul. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
No doubt one of the more imaginative players in our league. Paul consistently finds ways to score.
Free throw good, Paul. Such an interesting player, isn't he, Coach Jeremy Sochan? He played a lot of point guard during his second season.
Yeah, Kevin, the Spurs experimented with Sochan at the one. It was a bit unconventional. They went away from it later in the year. But that experience as a point guard will continue to help his playmaking ability as his career progresses.
Pass to Bane. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Bane's got 10.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
In the corner, Sochan with it. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Now Morant. Defended by Wembanyama. Morant with the bucket.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor. Outside, Bane. Here's the 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. San Antonio leading by 6. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. Here's Paul. Count it. 8 points for him.
The strength and balance of Paul overcoming some physical defense there.
Knocked away and taken away by Paul. Finished off the break. Paul's got the lead up to 10 now for San Antonio.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. .06 left in the first half. Now here's Morant. 7 points in the game. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Paul. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Pass to LaRavia. Here's Morant. And the layup is good. And that's now 9 points for Ja Morant.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage. Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Outside, Bane. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Just superior focus for Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
It's Vassell with the drive. And the wide-open shot from Paul. A three-pointer off the mark. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Spurs out in front. They lead by 4. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We BC coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah, my wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, DA. Thank you. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Memphis trailing here. Kennard on the wing. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Here's Sohan. Here's Wembanyama. That one goes. Count it.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Oh, Wembanyama, too easy.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Paul, right side. Coach, only 2 players have led the NBA in blocks as a rookie. Manute Bol and our favorite, Victor Wembanyama.
Well, Kevin, Wembanyama is already special defensively. Not only as a shot blocker, but the amount of ground that he can cover to affect shots. And there are people around the league that believe that he can become the best defender of all time.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And it's Morant missing.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Vassell wide open. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. It's stolen by Wembanyama. To the middle. Here's Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And what a show Morant is putting on. Every time he touches the ball, you feel like he's going to score.
Back to Williams. And the slam by Williams.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. So Stan, the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those three outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those three guys. That's a great base for the future.
Outside, Bane shoots it, and it's Morant missing. Here's San Antonio. They're on a 13-5 run here. Johnson gets the bucket.
Just a great player in the open court. Johnson moves so well and able to complete that break.
And that one's good. Morant's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Pass to Jones. On the wing, Johnson. Here's Branham. 7 points in the game. For the three. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's Jones. Here's Collins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
And once again, Coach, the storied San Antonio franchise is on the upswing.
It sure is, Kevin. Look, they've got a Hall of Fame coach and a potential Hall of Fame centerpiece to build a team around. They've got great talent evaluators in the front office. You can't ask for a better recipe for success.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Pass to Aldama. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keldon Johnson. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Now here's Morant. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And that was all Morant. Aware of the defense, figuring out how to get to his spot.
You can see, and Coach, you can feel Ja Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does. And it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. Johnson surveying the floor. That one wide left. The Grizzlies trail by 6. It's Morant in the corner. And another miss by Memphis. On offense, here are the Spurs. They've led by as many as 11 points. And so here's Memphis. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. And he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late, guys.
Thank you, David. And stolen by Wembanyama. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Good work there as it goes. And now it's a 10-point San Antonio lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Paul's shot is off.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
And a wide open look for Payne. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Jacks up a 3. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Ball outside. Back to Wembanyama. 5 to shoot. Wembanyama, a screen. Paul for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Morant. And the rejection by Wembanyama. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. The kick out to Barnes. And the 3 off target. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Pass to Aldama. Pulls it up. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Now, Sohan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Wembanyama. Edey with the rebound. And so it's Memphis with it.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts right now.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Here are the Spurs with the ball. 4-point game. Barnes right side. Picked away.
And before he had time to bring the ball back in off the pump fake, out, and they're off.
Here's Morant. Vassell grabs the board. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. 13.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
They need a quick basket here.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
Off the inbound. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. 15 foul.
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're down by 8. What's your take, guys?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Morant for 3. And so it's San Antonio with the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Stan Van Gundy.